Right, okay guys, welcome back for another video. It's Tony here. We're going to be reviewing the Tourer pack on the Ninja 1000 SX. Let's go! Okay guys, welcome back. So in today's video we've got the Kawasaki Ninja 1000 SX. It's a 2020 plate, it's fairly brand new, we've only had it a few months. So we're going to be talking about the touring pack, and we're going to be reviewing it and looking in depth at some of the touring add-ons. If you want a review of this bike, we've already done a review. This is not going to be the video for you. We're literally going to be reviewing and looking at the touring pack, which is an add-on only. Right, okay, so I've got my friend who's going to be videoing this, and he's thinking about buying one of these, and he's going to be asking me some questions about the touring pack. So Sean, let's go. Come on, what questions you got?
Right then, Tony, so just a quick one. What do you get in the tourer pack?
Right, okay, so as an add-on from a stock, for £1,000 more, you can buy the touring pack from Kawasaki when you first buy the bike. In the touring pack, you get, obviously, and most standardly, you get the panniers, which are colour coded to the colour of your bike. That also comes with the inner bags inside. I'll show you them, we'll get to them in a minute. So moving forward with the bike, we get the tank pad. I'm going to come and zoom in on this. Tank pad, yes. Tank pad is for stopping zips and stuff from scratching your paintwork on the tank. I think it's a nice feature, it looks good. Doesn't really do a lot, it's fairly basic. So moving forward again, if we come over here, check this out, and this is one of my favourite things as well. So you can only get this from Kawasaki, and that is the heated grips. Now you can buy heated grips from all over, like Oxford and whatever. Personally, I don't like the Oxford ones because you get a big block up here, and I think they look silly. I don't like them, stand out a bit. So if you want to come back here, so these heated grips, they do look like they're inbuilt, and they just clip in underneath fairly easy. They look good, they feel good, and we'll get to them in a minute. We'll show you how they work. So moving forward, and probably the second biggest add-on for the touring pack, if you want to come round here. So we do have the clear touring windscreen, which is a taller windscreen than the stock windscreen by a couple of inch. Now I do have the stock windscreen, we'll do that in a video in a bit. Later on in the video I'll show you the difference between the length and whatnot. So in this touring we do have the bigger wings to stop wind from smashing it in the face. It does stop rain as well, so any oncoming rain, that touring screen will help, you know, wind and rain. It's really good. So while we're here, I'm just going to show you the different modes of this windscreen. So I believe this is up, this is fully up, this is upright. You might have to look front side. Yeah, you see that. So it does have three modes. We've got all the way to the bottom, so it looks a bit more sportier. Yeah, you got that. And we do have my favourite mode, which is in the middle, and I think that is the perfect mode. I think too far up, you still catch a little bit of wind, and too far down you catch wind. But for whatever reason, in that middle mode, middle setting there, it just nicely covers your head from any oncoming wind. Right, okay, so we're going to go into detail. We're going to take a look at the panniers, the locking system, the bags inside, and he's going to ask me a few other questions. Right, okay, so as you can see here, we have a key for my ignition. When you buy these panniers from Kawasaki with the bike brand new, they will code this key so that this key fits these panniers. So you don't have a second key, less keys the better, right? So here we go, dead easy to open these. So this is my ignition key. Turn once, you see that there. Pull up, you've got a handle here. Right, okay, as you can see from the inside of the pannier, there's quite a lot of room in here. This is the inner pannier bag, which you get with the panniers when you buy the touring pack. You can fit two inner bags in here because you get one at both sides. If not, you've got a lot of wasted space at this side of the pannier box. It does say on here that you can only fit 5 kilogram, which is 11 pounds of weight in each pannier. So bear that in mind if you're going to be out camping and whatnot. You know, you're putting a lot of stuff in here. Right, okay, so we're going to try a full face helmet in here. Now there is some straps here that hold your inner bag in. A bit of a fiddly when you first get it, but once you get used to it, as you can see there, dead easy. Right, we'll get to this inner bag in a minute. Leave that there. So we're going to try see if we can fit a full face helmet in here. I believe so. It's quite a big helmet though. Is this going to fit in? I think it is. Let's try it. It's fitting. There you go. Full face helmet. What do you think? Full face helmet. So that's ideal. So like, and the reason one of the reasons I bought the touring pack is because when we go away to like seaside or wherever, you go for some fish and chips, you stick your helmet in here and off you go without having to lug your helmet around everywhere. You could probably even fit your jacket in the other side. That's perfect. Right, okay, so we're moving on. Let's check this full face helmet out. Let's leave that there. Right, okay, so I'm going to show you the inner bags. So first off, the inner bag is the same shape as the pannier. You can see that there, shaped the same shape as the pannier. You do get a strap with the inner bag, so you can put it over your shoulder when you go out walk, when you go to seaside or wherever you're going. You can stick that over your back, put your full face helmet in there, and then off you go, dead easy. Right, okay, so the inner bag, I'm going to show you the inside of the inner bag, and this is actually for me a negative, not a positive. So it is waterproof. It is really thick, but if you look at that there, I don't know if you can see this, there's not a lot of room in there. You do have it in a mesh, you can store stuff in there, but there ain't a lot of room. Unfortunately, that is not an ideal bag for me. Where are you going there? Yeah, so unfortunately, although the shaping is great and it does fit inside the panniers, doesn't hold a lot in there, and that for me is a negative. Now, one of the other issues which you will get used to is when you're putting the inner bag inside, the straps kind of get in the way. So if the strap's just out a little bit there, you cannot close this pannier. Right, okay, so the inner bag's in there, looks great, it fits in, it's perfect. You can fit two in here, so you can put one in this side, so you don't have wasted space, and then it's literally a case of closing the strap. If I can do it, it's a little bit fiddly. Yeah, there it is, closed, and then locking it back up. So it's locked. I'll do that again so you can see it. Just push it up. Turn key, done, easy, locked.
Right then, mate, so I've just got final question for you. The panniers, how easy are they to take off and back on?
Good question, Sean. Let's try it. Right, okay, so first things first with these. When you get these panniers on from the manufacturers, there's always one that sticks and it's hard to get off. So for me, this is the easier one. This slides on and off really easy. And this one is a sticky one. I'm going to show you this one because this is the harder one to get off. However, so you're going to need your key for this. Stick your key in your lock, turn it, and here we have a locking mechanism. If you push up till you see the orange sticker, dead easy to see. Then you're going to need the palm of your hand. Now, if you're a little bit older, you might struggle with this, but basically, you grab the top with your left hand, or whichever hand you are, and just bang it a little bit until it slides back. You see there, it's slid back, and then you got a close shot there, and I'm literally just going to pull. You see, this is a sticky one, this. It doesn't like to come out. Oh, there we are, it's out. Dead easy. But that's the sticky one, right, okay? So to put it back in, you see we've got these. You go in and slide on. There's a bit of plastic that's coming off there. Right, okay, to get it back on, you literally line it up with a hole like that, so it's lined up, and then you get your left hand, bang it in. That's on, as easy as that. Knock the locking mechanism down, turn the key, that's it, locked into place. I'm going to show you the easy side so you can see how easy it is when it's not sticking. So this is the lock again, locking mechanism, one hand off. That's the easy one, that's easy to get off. So I'll show you putting it back on. If you can see, yeah, just give it a bang, it's in place. Push the, if that doesn't go down, it's gone down, there we are. Turn it, locked, dead easy. So this is the easy one for me, this is the one that's sticky. Now if you do have a sticky one, you do need to persevere, just knock it around, take it on and off a few times, and it'll get easier and easier and easier. Now I've only had these off a few times, so it's still sticking, but there you are, there's the panniers on and off, dead easy. Right, okay guys, before we finish up on the panniers here, I just want to let you know that when you buy these from Kawasaki, unfortunately, they won't allow you to have a top box, which is the box that you have there, as well as having the side panniers. You either have one or the other. For whatever reason, on these newer models, Kawasaki have stopped having the top box and the panniers. However, you can buy a shad top box yourself and you can install that, but you will lose your Kawasaki warranty. Right, okay, let's move on. Okay, so we're going to move on from the panniers, we're going to move back on up towards the front of the bike now. So one thing I did forget to mention is, with the touring pack, you do also get a GPS mount. Now, I don't have the GPS mount on my bike. Instead, I've got a phone holder in the same place. So if you want to just come in, I'll show you the GPS mount. I've put it together. So you do get the GPS mount. This is the GPS mount. I'm holding it with my hands together. You would have your GPS on the front there, like that. So your GPS mount would be on the front so you can see it. And then you would bolt it into these two bolts at the bottom down here. See these two bolts? Yeah, and then basically your GPS will be pretty much in the same place as where my phone is there. So if you're wanting the GPS mount, you do have to install it yourself. Kawasaki don't generally install it unless you badger them about it. But yeah, GPS mount is a must-have if you're going to be touring for a long period of time. So yeah, we've covered the GPS mount. Right, okay, just to let you know that to use the heated grips, the engine does have to be started. Right, okay, so the heated grips, press this button once, it's going to flash. However many times it flashes is what setting it's on. If I click it now, 1, 2, 1, 2, so that's setting 2, that's medium setting. That's one click, 1, 1, 1, that's setting 1. Turned off now. Oh, there we are, 3 clicks, that's 3 settings. 1, 2, 3, that's high setting. If I leave that, it'll go green now. That's it, that's on. That'll take a few minutes to get warm, and believe me, it gets hot. Right, okay, so you can click through them again to turn it off, or you can just turn it off, and that will cut the heated grips off, no problem. Right, okay, so very quickly, one of the things that I do love about these heated grips is the fact that, you know, they look like they're built into a bike, so that's a pro. One of the cons for this is while you're sat up, you have to look down to see what number it's flashing. You know, it's quite, especially when you're riding. Or is it number 3? Is it number 2? You know, you're doing that kind of motion. And, you know, you're taking your eyes off road, which is never a good thing. When it's dark as well, another con to this, when it's dark, that green light there is really quite bright and it's quite distracting from the road. So that is, for me, 2 cons. But all in all, I still prefer these over the Oxfords. Right, okay, we're going to move on to the next thing.
Right, Tony, I've got one last question for you. I have noticed that this one being a tourer pack,
yeah.
I have seen the performance pack. Do you know the difference between the two?
Yeah, roughly I know the difference between the two. Right, so you can get the stock bike itself, which is a base price, and then you can get the performance pack here in the UK, which is £1,000 more, or you can get the tourer pack, which is £1,000 more, or you can get the tourer and performance pack, which, believe it or not, is £2,000 more. Right, okay, so the difference between the tourer and the performance is this. So obviously you're not going to get the panniers and whatnot, so you will get an aquapovic exhaust, a lovely nice big black exhaust that's got a deeper tone to it. If I can find a video of one, I'll link it up now so you can see the tone on the exhaust. Really nice, really expensive, really well made exhaust. You're going to get the sliders, you're going to get the Kawasaki sliders, which will fit there. I'll try and find another video, a picture, sorry, so we'll put that there. You will get a smaller tinted windscreen, so it's not the tourer windscreen. It will be a smaller windscreen, but it will be a dark tint windscreen. It'll make it look more sportier, and also you can take the back passenger seat off, and you will be left with a cowl which they give you to make it look more sportier. I think you also get the tank pad and a few other bits and bobs, not much really to go there, but with the cowl and the dark tinted screen, yeah, it gives it a really good sporty look. Now you can get the Performance Tourer pack, which has all of the above, so you get the panniers, you get the GPS mount, you get the heated grips, you get the windscreen, you can have the tinted touring windscreen, I believe, you get the Acropovic, the sliders, you get the cowl, you get everything all in one. So I don't know if I've missed out there because I've gone through everything, but yeah, that is the difference between the touring, the performance, and everything all in one. Does that answer your question?
Yeah, brilliant. Thanks, Tony.
Excellent. Right, okay, mates, what do you think? Have I answered all your questions today?
Yeah, do you know what? It's a really nice bike. I think I'm going to look at getting one.
Are you going to buy one?
Well, I thought about buying one, but then I thought...
No! Right, okay guys, thanks for watching our video today. Please like, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more amazing content. Yo!